Good morning. Welcome to the video version of the Scriptorium. Had a fellow ask me the other night, he said, you obviously didn't buy a farm and start working the farm with the idea that you needed less work. He's right about that for sure. No, that was not the reason. He asked me then, he said, well, does working on the farm, doing what you do here on the farm, does that help you with your imagination when you're writing? That's really a good question, actually, and lots I'd like to say about that. One thing is that humility, I think, is one of the most important parts of being a good writer. And daily on a farm, there are things that are to humiliate you. For example, I'm walking up to the cows right now, and the cows are, well, the cows, they don't have the best bathroom manners, do we, girls? No, girls, sorry about that. But they do love, these are my beauties here. Yeah, this is Charlotte. Meet Charlotte. Charlotte, say hello. Would you say hello? Come here, guys. What are you doing? Charlotte, come here. Oh, come on, guys. These are apples. You guys love apples. You've almost forgotten how good apples are. Come here, Charlotte. Come here. Here's an apple for you. Yeah. So humility, when you're out here with the cows and what the cows do and stuff, it does make for this bandit. Bandit was born here on the place. It keeps you humble, and that's really, really important. But I think probably the most important thing about being a farmer and a writer is that I need another vantage point all the time. I need another vantage point on what I'm seeing, how I'm seeing the world. And when I'm so caught up, this is Chuck. You gotta like Chuck. He's Chuck's a good boy. When I'm here and I have this other vantage point on life, like these guys right here, they give me a little. Hey, that's my fingers here. All right, guys, not so pushy. It gives me another vantage point, and the good writer knows that they need another vantage point in order to write well. They need to see the world with fresh eyes and new eyes. And let's face it, bovine are not the sharpest tools in the shed. You know what I'm saying? But they are who they are. They serve their function. They're pretty content. Look at her. Charlotte's such a sweetie. She's with calf. She's going to have a calf next April, God willing, without any problems. That's best. I was having nightmares because I was reading books on calf problems. Are you kissing those folks there, Chuck? Yeah, you are, aren't you, big guy? Oochie poo, yeah. So, here's the deal. Being a farmer is really important to me as a writer because I get to see the world with new eyes. Hank, you help out with that, don't you? Hank's a farm dog. He helps out. It keeps me humble. Keeps me real humble. I got to shovel manure, Yeah, here you go, big girl. That's Rump and Ribsy there, the two black ones. Yeah, let's have another one. Okay, now you're eating for two. I know, Charlotte. That's what you're doing. You're eating for two, so you get to have more. And Chuck, you're next on the calendar. The nice thing is they don't understand what I'm saying. He doesn't understand what next on the calendar means. Maybe you don't either, but Gucci poo. All right, so cows, I want you to say hello to my readers and friends out there in cyber world, and I need to go right now. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna dump these right in here, and you guys can schmunk away on those, and I'm gonna head off and be a writer now and work on some of the things that I've learned this morning by being out with my cows and out with the goats and doing what we do around here on a red house farm. Thanks for tuning in to the video version of the Scriptorium. Have a good day.